Hey guys, we'll get started here in just a couple minutes. I do have the grab bag up on the site already, so be on the lookout for that. Like I said, we'll be starting here shortly. The grab bag already on the site. And let me just get a couple things squared away, but things are looking good. Oops. What up, guys? Like I said, just give me one moment. Do have the grab bag already up. Rare Thursday break, very rare. It's probably not a very common place. I'll put it that way. All right, give me a second on my end to just go through everything that's up. We're just looking at one thing on my end, and then we'll be live and open up. Okay, that's what I thought. Right. All right, guys. Like I said, pretty much up and running and ready to go. I will bring you guys onto this scene. Happy Thursday, everybody. Let me see. What up? Let's see. We got. What up, Kyle? Welcome. We've got Clay, Thomas, Jeff, Troy, Greg in here, Jeff. Let's see. Chuck Langen's in the house. What up, guys? Yeah, welcome, Kyle. All right, so I'll go over things. If you are new here, welcome. Fire, Patrick's all around. Let's do it. All right, we have As always, if you buy 5 or more spots, you're going to get something in the mail. Put the gloves on here in a minute. 5 or more spots, you're going to get something in the mail. About a pack of 2024 Score Football Gravity. A little throwback, 1989 Toss Baseball. Yep, we got a little bubblegum action in there. We got some Haunted Hoops NBA 24-25s. We've got Sage Artistry 2025 football and some Donruss Baseball 2026 Gravity Pack. So 5 or more spots, that's what you're going to get. Whether you get 1 hit, 5 hits, no hits, whatever, you're going to get that in the mail no matter what. All right. Now, here is a look at what you're going to get if you bought 10 or more spots. We're going to upgrade you to a Jumbo Select Draft Picks 2022 pack, a Contenders Baseball 1 and 3 packs as an auto mem, a Donruss Basketball 23-24, chance at a Wemby rookie, that's a gravity pack, some Contenders 2022 football, and some Prism Draft Picks 2021 mega pack for baseball. All right, that's if you buy 10 or more spots, you'll get the upgrade to that. All right. So, what is on the website tonight? All right, so one quick update. Give me one quick update. Just bear with me for 42 seconds while I do this quick update. And then I'll show you what's on tap. Friday, August 14th. All right. That is now updated. I'll bring that on camera and show you guys. All right. So here's our upcoming break schedule. So here we are. Right now, we are live Thursday, August 6th, 10 p.m. We're live. The link here to the live breaks right here. We are going to be breaking then on normal break schedule next week. So we're going to have a break on Tuesday and then a break on Friday. So normal break schedule next week, Tuesday and Friday. But what's available tonight if you want to buy a spot? We just added a mini helmet by division break. So I know that's one of our most popular ones. So that is on the site now if you want to jump in. Mini helmet by division. But in our juice break, our very, very popular, massive potential hit break here, the juice break, we have the Guardians, the Rockies, the Brewers, and Mets and Blue Jays available. So this is a 4-box break. A 3-box break is from a brand new case of baseball bats. And then we have the juiced baseballs, so loaded, absolutely loaded. And remember, if any of the hits come from the celebrities from, say, Chevy Chase to Allen Iverson to Giannis to John Elway, Joe Montana, Yager, Mike Tyson, or any of these former presidents, Clinton, Bush, Ford, or Carter, if any of those come out of here, all 30 teams are going to have equal chance. So even if you're not a big Rockies fan or Brewers fan, those spots will all have a chance at those juiced hits. Our mini helmet by division, all spots are available. All spots are available. Again, this was just added like about 4 minutes ago. So all spots at this moment are available in the mini helmet by divisional break. Then in our full size 16 by 20 photo, paired up with the mini helmet and jersey break, we have the Bengals, the Packers, and the Titans and Commanders available. All right, so just 4 spots remaining. Bengals, Packers, Titans, and Commanders. In the football, the full-size football jersey and mini helmet break, we have the Packers, the Dolphins. Just the Packers and Dolphins, it looks like, available at this point. Then in our full-size helmet, the last break we have spots in, we have the Arizona Cardinals, Cleveland Browns, Green Bay Packers, Jacksonville Jaguars, New York Jets, Seattle Seahawks, and Commanders. Seahawks have been insanely hot in our full-size helmet breaks in general. All right, so that's that. Then in our grab bag, it's a smaller grab bag tonight. Not a ton of opportunities out there, but we're gonna have one person get the last one from the case, the Gold Rush Multi-Sport Value Pack. So 3 cards in that pack. One of them is guaranteed to have a, not guaranteed. I'd say about 95% of the time it's had a auto and or slab card in there. Sometimes both, but at least an auto or slab tends to come out of the grab bag. 2 people are going to get autographed 8x10 photos. Some real big time potential with those. One person's going to get the Rudy autographed jersey. So that's right, the Rudy autographed jersey. One person's going to get that Notre Dame jersey. And then 5 people will get a single jersey spot. One person will get a baseball bat and Gold Rush. It should say bat and 2 baseballs break. The Diamondbacks 10 spots in our football mini helmet jersey break. 2 spots in our baseball by division and football by division. So 29 total spots, I believe. There's 3, 4, 9, 10, 20, 24. Let me see. 3, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4, there's 9, 10, 24 spots. All right. Let me double check on something on my end. Bear with me a moment. Oh, we're missing. It should be 10. It should say 10 spots, not 5. Like, I have 10 teams listed, but it only says 5. All right, so that would put it at 29 total spots. All right. Well, that's a look at everything. Let's get the evening started. Welcome again if you are new. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to get you started right now. Give me a second here. All right, guys. Well, cheers. My beverage tonight is going to be a little Perpetual IPA from Trogs. That'll be my brew of choice this evening. Well, hopefully, the staples in your back will be worth it in the end. That's for sure. All right, guys. Well, I think that this would be a good place to start the evening after all. One Gold Rush jersey paired up with one RSA, one Gold Rush helmet paired up with one RSA jersey. All right, let me put some gloves on. All right, guys. What up, Troy? What up, everybody? I replied back to your email today, Troy. Thank you very much. All right, guys. So here's the deal. We have to figure out the boxes. I want everybody out there. All I need is one NFL division. That's all I have to do. If it comes out of either box, you're going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. So everybody out there, give me one NFL division. Let's figure out the jersey first. I have box 1 on the table. We also have 4, 6, 7, and 10. So let's figure out the jersey. 1, 4, 6, 7, and 10. One time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, jersey number 6, guys. Jersey number 6. All right, so that's going to be this guy right here. That is jersey number 6. Number 1 is out of here. We'll put it back here as a placeholder for now. Helmet, box 1 is the placeholder. We have number 1 and number 2. Those are the last 2 remaining we have from the case. So 1 and 2. 1 and 4, sorry. Last 2 remaining from the case. 1 is the placeholder on the table, 4 in the corner of our den. There's 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. Let me go ahead and grab box 4. Alright, so 1 is currently out there. It's going to get replaced. You see box number 4 right there. taking box 1 out of here. All right, so put 4 to the side, 6 right there. You're just giving me 1 NFL division. If you guess correctly out of either box, you're going to get a chance of the box of mystery. All right, we got our new guy here, our main new guy, Kyle. He's got the Cardinals. We've got George in the house here. George, welcome back. George, you are looking at the Falcons in the Ravens. Mike has his Bills. Dave with the Panthers. Tony's got the Bears. Greg has the Bungles. David with the Brownies. Shirley with the Boys. Greg has the Broncos. David with the Lions. Kyle's got the Packers. Everett in the house with the Texans. Kyle's got the Colts. Wayne with the Jags. Brandon's got the Chiefs. George with the Raiders. David with the Chargers. Case has the Rams. Chuck Wagon with the Dolphins. Roman's got his Vikes. Case has the Pats. George with the Saints. Beverly in the house with the G-Man. George has the Jets. Jets. Daniel flying with his Eagles. Rick's got them Steelers. Zach's got the Niners. Greg has the Seahawks. Jose with the Bucks. David's got the Titans. And Chuck is sitting on the commode. All right, guys. No more guesses, everybody. What up? What up? What up? All right. Let's get a little beer juice out early. All right. Good luck, beer juice. Little Fitz magic. All right. Box 6. Box 6. We're going to give this a cut open, see what we have. See the seal right there, all the way around. All right. Good luck, everybody. First box of the evening. Box 6. We have a Dan Hampton. Dan Hampton, the Hall of Famer from the Chicago Bears. That is Beckett authenticated on our Dan Hampton Chicago Bears jersey. All right, there we go. Bears on the board. That's Tony. Tony, congratulations. All right, that is Beckett authenticated for your Dan Hampton autographed jersey. All right, let me mark that down. First hit of the night. All right, NFC North guesses on that, by the way. NFC North. All right, box 4. A little juice on that. There we go, box 4. Second and last one from the case. Front, back, and from the whole series, I should say. You got to pop up. All right, we're going to turn it around, keep that suspense going. Ooh, we have a specialty helmet alert. Specialty helmet alert. All right. This is a sick helmet from the Cincinnati Bengals. Look at that. A little Ocho Cinco. Chad Johnson. Ocho Cinco on a sick looking helmet right there. That is an alternate eclipse. Alternate eclipse right there. For the Bengals. All right. Greg off to a great start. Greg had to wait until the very end to get a hit last time. Today, right on schedule. And both are going to be North guesses, guys. Our guesses are going to be for the North. Chad Johnson helmet. All right. If you guess North, you're going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. All right. Kyle had the NFC North. He was hoping for a pack attack. He's still getting a chance at a box of mystery. So does David. So we got Kyle, David, Clay, Troy. Troy was like in that pack of the Bears hit. Jesse and Jeff. All right, so if I missed anybody, let me know. I got Kyle, David, Clay, Troy, Jeff, and Jesse. All right, let me know if I missed anybody. Congrats again, Greg. And Beckett on your authentication. All right, let me put together the 3 boxes of mystery. All right. We have the police, a golden egg, and a toolbox. All right, top name going to pick a box of mystery. Top name picking a box of mystery. All right, Kyle, I hope you're out there, Kyle, because if your name doesn't show up at the top, I'm going to let you pick as well. All right, here we go. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Troy and Kyle. I'm taking Kyle. You're number 2 here. But Kyle and Troy, first come, first serve. Troy and Kyle going to get a box of mystery. All right, let me know. We have Golden Egg, we have the police, and we have the toolbox. All right, Kyle and Troy. All right, Troy's going with the police. Kyle, would you like to go with the Golden Egg, or would you like to go with the toolbox? Hopefully we didn't lose Kyle. No Kyles were injured in the making of this video. I don't know. Maybe we did lose Kyle. Go ahead and pick. I'll give Kyle 10 seconds, and if Kyle's not here, we'll just move on without Kyle. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to remove that, and we'll show you. All right, here are the other boxes. All right, I wasn't sure. We had a first-time breaker with us, so I thought I'd try to at least award him with a little something. Might have left disappointed because he didn't get a hit. I don't know. We'll find out. But here we go. Troy, you pass up on the toolbox. Inside the toolbox was the whammy. How about your very own deck of Looney Tunes playing cards? We missed out on the deck of Looney Tunes playing cards. All right. Then we passed up on the golden egg. Inside the golden egg was a pack of Prism football, 2025 Prism football. All right, that's going to leave Troy. Troy, you're not going to get 1, but 2 packs of Score Football, 2022 and 2025 Score Football packs. Both of them coming your way here, Troy. All right, so let's put the stickers on those. All right, Troy, let's start with 2022 first. Good rookie on the back. Russ Wilson, Charles Woodson, Justin Tucker, Miles Sanders, Baker, little Miles Jack, Bradley Chubb, a Jalen Tolbert rookie, Tyler Goodson, Kenny Pickett starting tonight, Von Miller, and a nice rookie right here. How about a little Drake London rookie right there. All right. Troy, that's your first pack. All right, 2025 score, pack number 2. There is a Terrence Ferguson rookie. Ashton Jeanty rookie right there. Nice rookie pull right there, Ashton Jeanty. Jack Sawyer. How about a Dexter Lawrence throwbacks? Shador Sanders rookie. Cooper Kupp. We have Grant Calcantara. That is Marte Mapu. Jordan Love. Raheem Mostert, Altoon, and Adam Thielen. All right, those cards coming for. All right, guys. Good stuff. As always, Troy, you are welcome. All right. Let me look at something on my end here. All right. What is available on the website? So we're here at dad-breaks.com. All right. We have in the juiced break. This is the absolutely loaded juice break. It's 1 bat, 2 baseballs. We have the Guardians, the Rockies, the Brewers, and the Jays. And then in our mini helmet by division, the one we just added a little bit under a half hour ago, we have the AFC North, AFC South, NFC East, NFC North, and NFC West. Again, just added recently. Mini helmet by division, if you want to jump in that. Our mini helmet, jersey, and 16 by 20 photo. We just have the Commanders. Washington Commanders is the last spot remaining in this one. So the Washington Commanders sold out now. It looks like of the sensational signature spots. And then we have in our full size helmet and jersey break, we have the Arizona Cardinals, the Cleveland Browns, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the New York Jets, and your Washington Commanders. All right, so that is what remains in that. And then here we are. There's about a dozen spots as of a few minutes ago, about a dozen spots remaining in our grab bag. Grab bag, someone's going to get a Rudiger. This is the guy made famous from the movie Rudy jersey. Someone's going to get a Gold Rush value pack. 2 people can get autograph photos. And then we have some spots we're going to fill. The 10 spots from the single Gold Rush jersey break. We have 1 spot from the Gold Rush bats and 2 baseball break. 10 spots in the Gold Rush football and mini helmet and jersey break. And then 2 spots in the baseball jersey by division. And 2 spots in the football. It's a full-size football by division break. So AFC North, NFC South, AL Central, AL West. All right, so that's a look at what's out there and still available. If you're interested in grabbing a spot, you can see that right there. Give me a second. I am going to go in. The next break, I just want to go in, get a couple of the orders that came in right before we started, because we're going to do the Funko break. The Funko break is going to be our next break. I just got to make sure I have everything lined up for that one. Because there were 7 spots, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think George might have closed that one out. Let me double check. All right, yep, sure did. And then I've got Chuck in there. Chuck at the AL East and the Orioles. All right, guys. We are going to do our division, or not our division, but our Funko. Don't worry if you don't see your name on there. You're going to just give me 1 letter from the alphabet. Everybody out there, 1 letter from the alphabet. We're going to figure out if we're going to use 5 or 6 as the photo. 5 or 6 is going to be the photo we use. So let me figure that out first. 5 or 6. 5 and 6, 2 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box six here. So it's going to be photo 6. Put this back. Photo 6 right there. Jersey, we have jersey 1 as our placeholder. Jersey 1 is an option. Also 4 and 6. 1, 4, and 6 are the options here for the jersey. If you haven't yet, give me one letter from the alphabet. 1, 4, and 6. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, jersey number 6 is going to be coming on. All right, so jersey 6 on. 1 is out of there. And then for the Funko on the table, I'll put both of them. Had to grab it. 2 and 4. 4's up top, 2's on the bottom. 2 and 4. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It is box 4, that one I just grabbed. So we'll be using box 4, not box 2. All right, guys. Now we got to figure out what letter everybody's going to get from the alphabet. All right. If it was the 7th time, Daniel would have the letter A, and George would have X, Y, Z. But we're going to do this. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 7 times. All right, George is now going to have the letter A, and he's going to keep X, Y, and Z. All right. We go ahead and paste this over, and we'll hit refresh and see what letters everybody has now. All right, we have George with A, Daniel's got B, George has C, D, E, F, Chuck has G, H, Jake has I, Chuck has J, George has K, L, Chuck has M, N, George has O, P, Q, R, Jake has S, Daniel T, Jake has U, George has V, W, and X, Y, Z. All right, guys. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Let's use the original Good Luck charm my daughter made here 7 years ago. Here we go. Let's go. Spoony. All right, box 6. I'm going to cut it top, go down and across. Box 6. Ooh, that's a nice one. How about the letter D for J.K. Dobbins? J.K. Dobbins on the hit right there. Nice looking Ohio State photo. All right, the letter D, George. J.K. Dobbins. Beckett authenticated. There's a shirt on the back as well. All right, J.K. Dobbins. My parts stink, Troy. We don't need to go into that. They're now in last place. All right, let's go. Box 6. Here we go. Secondary seal down there. Box 6. Let's see if we can get one of these big ones. All right. Hall of Famer. Oh, what a dream hit. A.K.A. Akeem Olajuwon. The letter O. The letter O. Akeem Olajuwon. All right, this is George. Akeem Olajuwon with the Houston Rockets. The letter O. Akeem or Hakeem. Akeem or Hakeem, depending on what you want to call him. He was drafted as Akeem, and then later would go on by the name Hakeem. But Akeem Olajuwon, it's a beautiful, beautiful hit. All right, you met the dream. Here we go. Let's go. Did you serve him food? Now that's the question. Did you serve or make? Maybe not serve. Did you make him his dinner? All right, box 6, guys. Secondary seal right there. Or box 4, I think it was. Box 4 for this, maybe. 6 for the other. Oh, we already saw this name once. How about Chad Johnson? Chad Johnson, the letter J. The letter J on this. Chad Johnson. All right, Chad Johnson. Chuck Wagon with a hit. All right, Chuck. Chad Johnson coming your way, Chuck. All right. So Chad Johnson on the hit. The letter J. All right, Chuck Wagon. Yeah, good hits for both George and Chuck Wagon. All right, Chad Johnson. Funko. Congrats, guys. Congrats, Chuck. All right. Well, the letters are DJO. I'm just saying, if it would have been DJP, those are my initials. But DJO just missed it. All right, DJO. All right, so who has a D? Who has a J? Who has an O? All right, Daniel had a D. Daniel's got the D. E, Candace has the J. Well, it's a family affair here because the only D, the only J, there are no O's. It's either going to be Daniel or Candace. Oh, all right. Well, give me a second here. Let me put together the boxes of mystery. All right, D, J, O. All right, here we go. 2 hits, 1 whammy. All right, Candace versus Daniel. Who's coming out on top? All right, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Candace. All right, Candace, you, not Daniel, gets to make the selection. Good luck, Candace. The babes are always working, just not as hard as others. What's up, Michael? Which one would you like, Candace? Silver, gingy, or gold? Daniel, no. She wants silver, see? All right. You passed up on Daniel's advice, and you missed out on the whammy. The whammy was in the gold. Daniel said go for the gold. You passed up on a Funko of Wolverine. All right, so you missed out on getting a Wolverine Funko. All right, then you passed up on the gingerbread house. Inside the gingerbread house was not 1 but 2 packs of football cards. All right, now comes the silver. Inside the silver, how about a little Skybox Upper Deck 2021 Metal Universe? All right, Candace. Let's see what we can pull out of here for you, Candace. All right, there's a die cut in here. All right, you have a Bryson DeChambeau right there. Bryson DeChambeau. A fresh foundation rookie, Najee Harris. How about a die cut metal Trey Sermon, former Eagle Trey Sermon right there, and a die cut former Eagle Trey Sermon rookie. We have a chick, and her name is Tatiana Weston Webb. Tatiana Weston Webb. You have Tony Finau. You have Shane McCarthy. Shane McCarthy. And a Trevor Lawrence rookie. Trevor Lawrence rookie. There you go. Not a bad pack. All right, Candace, those cards will be coming your way. But not all enemies created equal. You are welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys, give me a moment to just get caught up on some of these orders that have come in since we started. If you have a moment, take a look at the site. If you're looking to get in on a break spot tonight, just see what we have out there. Maybe something will tickle your fancy. Maybe not. But go ahead, take a look, and I'm just going to get caught up on some of the orders that we have here in the last hour. So just bear me. If you need to take a 3-minute potty break, you can tell I work with kids, and I have a daughter that probably doesn't want me to call it a potty break at this point, but I definitely work with kids at the school I work for, so we still caught a potty break. All right. Jesse had the Bears. I just want to make sure I'm caught up with everything. This is the Bears. Christian has the Raiders. Do I put that in the Raiders? All right, Christian, I've got you with the Raiders. David had the AFC South. We've got you also with the Tennessee Titans. And you had a grab bag. Chuckwagon has. I think I put you in already for these AL East. Yep, I sure did. Chuckwagon had the AL East and the Orioles. All right. Michael Carroll in the house. Jesse, Michael, Mr. Evans, Greg, Troy, Michael again, and there's George. Let me just put your names all in there with the appropriate spots. All right, George has. Nope, I put those in already. Mr. Carroll, you've got the Giants and Ravens. You've got that basketball Southeast spot, and then went deep with the Pirates. But someone has to. Pirates, Padres, Mariners, Reds, and then you went full football. You have the Steelers, the Ravens, and then also Ravens in the full size. Thank you, Mike. Troy has a spot in the grab bag. Greg, you have 4 in the grab bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. Michael, Mr. Evans, I have 4 with you in the grab bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Carroll, you have the Patriots tonight. Jesse, 3 times in the grab bag. 1, 2, 3. Michael, I've got you back in it with the Cowboys. Cowboys. All right, let me put the rest of these spots in there. Just another 94 seconds. Thank you for your patience. Victoria. Candace in the action tonight. Adam, welcome back, Adam. Mr. Bar None. David. Greg, and then Mr. Evans. All right. Mike, I have you at the AFC West in the mini helmet. Greg has the Pack Attack tonight. And the Mets. David's got the Titans in the photo break. Adam has the South from the NFC. Candace, what up, Candace? You have the Bengals. Then you're going to have the Packers, Green Bay, Packers, and Dolphins. And then in the full size, the Seahawks. And then you've got the AFC East, the Packers, the Green Bay Packers, and then you're going to have a grab bag as well. Chuck Wagon has 2 in the grab bag. 1, 2. Victoria's got 2 in the grab bag. 1, 2. Chad's got the Brew Crew. What up, Chad? Daniel's got 3 in the grab bag. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Carroll has 3 spots in the divisional break. Thank you, Mike. You'll have the NFC West, the NFC East, and the AFC North. Jake, you're going to have the Rockies and the NFC North. And then one more order to process here, and that is Case. Case, I have you with a couple grab bags. Case, a couple grab bags, the Jaguars, and the Guardians. All right. And that is going to leave us in the grab bag very low. I believe I have my count 6 spots. This is saying 7. All right, so I messed up somewhere. We'll figure this out. Oh, I see where I did. Think. 1 second here. Nope, that was right. It is Jesse. Just looking, I'm just making sure on the grab bag. It says I have 7 spots remaining. On my end, I was seeing a little bit less, so just making sure. Nope, that's what it was. Jesse has 2 spots. I had you marked down with 3. All right, that's where we go. All right, guys. Let me see our next location. Yeah, can't do that. How does that one look? All right, here's the deal. We're going to do the 16 by 20 photo. We just have the commander spot still out there. Whoever buys the commander spot, you are going to get your choice. So whoever buys the commander spot is going to get their choice of either an absolute 2021 pack or an absolute calendar pack from 2024. So you're going to get a 2021 or 2024 absolute pack. Both have chances at some downtowns. I need someone to buy the commander spot. So that's going to be whoever gets the commander spot will have their choice of which of those they would like. All right. All right, got to figure out the mini helmet. I actually have to grab one from downstairs, and we'll do 4 and 8. 4 and 8 are the two options for this. So 4 and 8, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 8 for our mini helmet. All right, so box 8. Then just need to sell the commander's spot. One of the headliners is a Jaden Daniels autographed photo. 4 is out of here. 1. No. All right, so we have 1, 2, 4, 7, 10. 1, 2, 4, 7, 10. One, two, three, 4, 5, 7, 8. All right, box 2. Box 2. Box 2. Let me grab that. That's actually on the table. It is. And we know we are going to be breaking this box. It's the last one from the case. Box 6 for the photo. All right. Did I get anybody jump on that commander spot? No, we didn't. All right, so I am just going to have to give you guys a 10-second countdown on that commander spot. And the only spot remaining is the commander spot. All right, somebody buys it, you're going to get both of these packs. And if you already have it in your cart, lucky you. You're going to get an absolute 2021 Gravity pack and a 2024 calendar pack. So you'll get both of these with a chance at the awesome. And you'll have a chance at anything that comes out of these. So someone's going to get both of those packs right there just for buying that commander spot. All right, guys, I want that. I don't know why we're giving guesses for division. All right, don't give a divisional guess. For this, give me I don't know. Did I say give a division? Well, don't. Give me an NFL team, one NFL team. If it comes out any of the 3 boxes, you'll have a chance of mystery. And someone's going to get 2 packs of cards if they buy the Commanders. All right, screw it. Or you can get 2 packs of cards, or you can choose a hobby pack with a guaranteed auto. You can have either these 2 or this if you buy the pack that has a guaranteed autograph rookie card. Guaranteed. If you buy the commander spot. So you can either buy the commander spot and get these 2, or you can buy the commander spot and get this one. It'll be your choice. Commanders are a tough sell. We didn't do that one yet, but you missed out when you put a guess in earlier. You had a chance at a box of mystery. I was doing a giveaway earlier, so stick around when you put a guess in because you had a chance at a box of mystery earlier. All right, someone coming in with an order, and that someone is Greg. Greg, which of these would you like? Thank you, Greg. Would you like the 2 packs or the pack that has a guaranteed auto? It is your choice, not a dealer's choice. It is going to be your choice. Greg, which would you like? Guaranteed auto or all right, guaranteed auto pack. You got it. All right, my man. Greg, here you go. Guaranteed auto 2022. Let's see who you get. All right. Tyler Batty, Obi Ebola, Joquan Brisker. Skip the auto for now. Ty Freifogel, Jareth Stearns, Carson Strong. All right, your auto is Kevin Austin Jr. Kevin Austin Jr. from Notre Dame. All right, so Kevin Austin Jr. is your auto from. Actually, it says Oregon. I swore that was a Notre Dame jersey, but that's Oregon. There's no way Oregon was wearing Under Armour. Maybe he had transferred to there or from there, but that's no way Under Armour was at Oregon. All right, Greg, those are coming your way. All right, guys, here we go. We'll start out with the jersey. How about that? Start out with the jersey. Let's go, jersey, box 2. All right, we're going to cut into this right here. See what we got. Good luck, everyone. Use a sharp end and it'll cut there. We have Williams. D. Williams. Clearly looks like a Chiefs. D'Angelo D. Williams. Chiefs? Joshua Williams. All right, Joshua Williams, Kansas City Chiefs. All right, Joshua Williams, Kansas City Chiefs. All right, Joshua Williams, Kansas City Chiefs. Guys, that is going to go out to Brandon. Brandon, that definitely does not look like a J, though. It looks like a D. All right, hold on. Let's look at this. JSA authentication. Let me look at that because that's still going to be cheap. But it might be that running back that used to be with them. I'm forgetting the name right now. WPT 761304. Damian Williams. Isn't that freaky though? They got another guy with the name Williams to play for them after Damian. All right, Damian Williams is the auto. All right, so Damian Williams is going to be the hit on this one. And that is running back Damian Williams to the Chiefs. Brandon, they'll be coming your way. All right, mini helmet time. Box 8. Let's go, big hit. Here we go. Sealed up all the way around. We have from the Jacksonville Jaguars on a lunar eclipse helmet. Maurice Jones-Drew, MJD right there, MJD, Maurice Jones-Drew on a Jaguar hit right there. Nice hit for the Jags. And in our break, that is Justin. Justin, that was a late buy-in as well. So Justin on an MJD. No worries, Car. We'll hook you up here on the when we do that baseball break. I'll hook you up if you're still around. Either way, you're going to get something in the mail, so don't worry. All right, here we go. Let's go. If you put a guess in on this one, I might still hook you up, all right? I don't know if you put a guess in or not. Well, here we go. Look at that. How about a little AJ Green? AJ Green on the hit right there for the Cincinnati Bengals. AJ Green. Candace. Candace on the hit right there. Beckett authenticated AJ Green. Nice hit, Candace. AJ Green's coming your way. That is Beckett authenticated. Longtime Bengal receiver. Then played a couple years with Arizona, but longtime Bengals wideout AJ Green. Good day for wide receivers in the Bengal family today. All right. Congrats, Candace. All right. I guess I never hit no more guesses. Good now. All right. So for this, we had Bengals, Jaguars, and Chiefs. Oh my. Bengals, Jaguars, Chiefs. Bengals, Jaguars, Chiefs. I don't see a Bengals, Jaguars, or Chiefs guess. So you know what I'm going to do? Are you still here, Kyle? Kyle, are you still here? Kyle. I am going to give Kyle, if he's still here. Kyle, left or right? We're going to hook Kyle up on this one here, guys. And Mike Evans will get the other pack. How about that? Mike Evans will get the other pack. Mike, we'll let Kyle pick a pack, and then Mike, you'll get the other. It's a Prism pack. Couple of Prism packs. How about that? That works out. All right, Kyle. All right, Kyle's going left. That means Mr. Evans is going to get the one on the right. All right, Kyle, you're new here. We're going to open up yours first. Welcome to the big show. Hopefully, you had some fun in here. All right, Kyle. Let's see what you got. A little Matthew Stafford. Kaomi Fairburn. Nico Collins. And Kyle, your name is similar to Kyler. Look at that. Kyler Murray on the Prism. A little checkerboard love for you. Kyler Murray, checkerboard Prism. Nice pull. All right. Not a bad pull right there. Kyle's getting the Kyler. All right. Mr. Evans. All right, Mike. You have a Donovan rookie. Oh, no, auto. Jamin Davis. Jamin Davis autograph right there. We be jamming. Jammin Davis coming to Mike on the auto. The in the card in pack auto right there. Jamming. We be jamming. Jammin Davis going out to Mike Evans, Aiden Hutchinson, and Chris Olave. But a nice auto coming your way on the Prism for Mr. Evans. You are welcome. Jammin Davis. Current Steeler. Jake. Oh man, that was bad. Good bad, but bad. All right, guys. Real quick, upcoming break schedule. Here we are, Thursday, August 6th. We're on breaking next Tuesday and Friday. Normal break schedule next week. All right, just a few spots remaining, not a whole lot. We have the baseball break, just the Blue Jays available in the baseball break. That's the juice break. In the mini helmet by division, this is one we added late. Just have the South, AFC South. Then we're sold out of all these spots except we have the full size helmet. Full size helmet have the Cardinals, the Browns, the Jets, and Commanders. Cardinals, Browns, Jets, Commanders in a full size. If you like full size helmets and jersey, that's it. And then just a handful of spots now remaining in the grab bag. About 5 of these remaining in the grab bag. It is loaded up. Great value. It's typically the best value I offer in the night, including tonight. Someone's going to get a Gold Rush Jumbo Value Pack. Someone's going to get a Rudy Rudiger autographed jersey from Rudy, 2 autographed 8x10 photos, and then some other spots, including, like, say, the Broncos in a single jersey, the Diamondbacks in the three box break from the bat break. We have the Cardinals, Falcons, Panthers, Bengals, Browns, Texans, Saints, Jets, Seahawks, Commanders in the full size Gold Rush football, mini helmet, and jersey break, and then a couple spots in our divisional breaks as well. So some really good stuff out there. Great price point. If you're interested, take a look at that. Our next break, let's do. Let's do. Trying to think the best. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second here. To get in order, let me just see. Clay's buying a grab bag. Thank you, Clay. All right, so our next break, as I said, just a handful of spots in the grab bag. Have we done the baseball yet? No, not yet, Kyle. I have to fill it with the grab bag. Unfortunately, I haven't done it yet because I have the grab bag tied because the Arizona Diamondbacks was unpaid for tonight. So the Diamondbacks are tied to the grab bag. And once I have the grab bag filled, I will be able to do that bat break that you're in. All right. Let's do the mini helmet by division breaks. Let me hit refresh. Well, I'll hit refresh in a second. Mini helmet by division will be our next break. So we just need to sell the AFC South spot on that. Same deal. Someone buys the AFC South spot, you'll get your choice of the absolute uh, gravity pack right here or the absolute countdown calendar pack from 21 or 2024. Your choice. If you buy the AFC South spot. We know we're going to use box 4 for this break here. Actually, let's do the basketball break first. We'll do the basketball break, then we'll do that mini helmet. So whoever buys that mini helmet spot, you have a moment to go ahead and do that. We know we'll be using box 4 for the mini helmet. We know we're using box 6 for the basketball. Let me see something here. All right, so like I said, got those taken care of. Just want to sell that mini helmet spot. All right, box 6. Let me hit refresh. We'll do this, and we'll do the basketball. Then we'll do that mini helmet next. All right. Daniel's got the Atlantic. Matt's got the Central. Michael's got the Southeast. Gregory's got the Northwest, and Zach has the Pacific. All right, and then it looks like someone did buy that last spot for the mini helmet. Candace. Thank you, Candace. See, it might not let me refresh it right away, but you know what? I know you're good. So we'll do that in a moment here, Candace. All right, guys, give me an NBA division. NBA division, and then we'll do the mini helmet. We'll take a winner after those two. One winner. We'll do a 50-50 chance at a whammy or... No, we'll do 3 boxes, but whammy will be a good whammy. We'll do it that way. All right. Last call, NBA divisions. And I need to adjust your screen. So you can see Chad. Daniel at the Atlantic, Matt has the Central, Michael is the Southeast, Michael with the Southeast, Greg has the Northwest, Zach the Pacific, and Chad the Southwest. All right, now we're good. No more guesses, guys. No more guesses. All right, like I said, last basketball we have, box 6. Quack, quack. Sealed up all the way around. It's going to be a rip it and then ship it deal. All right, rip it across the lines here. Good luck, everyone. Becky authenticated basketball is all I can tell at this point. All right. I think I know. I do know. I'm almost positive this is a Hall of Famer. All right. This is a Beckett authenticated. I'm almost positive that is going to be a Joe Dumars. I will look this up, but I'm almost positive that'll be Joe Dumars. Let me double check though for you guys here. But if it is a Joe Dumars, that'll be a central hit. All right. So let me go into Beckett authentication. If it'll load. Here we go. All right. So we have 2W061337 49824. It is Joe Dumars. Joe Dumars on the hit. Central hit. Hall of Famer. There we go. Nice hit for Detroit Pistons basketball. All right, Joe Dumars making Matt a happy camper. Nice hit, Matt. Joe Dumars. Great hit. All right. LeBron's a Sixer. Isn't that crazy? Central, Central. Where's the Central? Michael Evans. David. And Troy. And Jeff. Almost missed you, Jeff. All right, so we are looking at Mike Evans, David, Jeff, and Troy so far. All right, mini helmet time. Let's see if I refresh this. Candace's name. Yes, it does. All right, we know we're using this mini helmet. All right, Candace, which one of these packs would you like? The Absolute 2021 or the Absolute Calendar 2024? Candace, you let me know which one you would like. Guys, go ahead and give me an NFL divisional guess. Of course, it doesn't work that way this time, right, Greg? 2021, you got it, Candace. All right, take the calendar pack out of here. All right, Candace, Absolute Gravity 2021. All right, look at that guy, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, OBJ, Baker, well, Baker Mayfield parallel. There's a Patrick Jones the second with the Vikings, or Panther, and Asante Samuel rookie now with the Steelers, and I've heard he's looked really good and healthy this year so far, at least in camp. But how about the Sam Darnold and the Panther uniform? All right, Candace, those cards coming your way. All right. Kyle, sure, I'll message you. It's also all recorded, so this everything on here will be recorded for you, Kyle. So you'll be able to watch this as well tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, whenever you have time. If you don't see a message from me, that's okay. Just message me, and I will be happy to reach out to you and let you know what happened or who got it and what time to watch the timestamp and things like that. I travel all day tomorrow for work, and then I work all day. I have like a 14-hour day tomorrow. So unfortunately, very tight with my job, traveling to Williamsport where the Little League World Series is. But Not going to Little League World Series, doing something for work, and then coming back Saturday. That's why we're doing a break on Thursday tonight, guys. Here we go, box 4. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. This mini helmet. Look at this. How about an AFC North hit? AFC North, Bernie Kosar. Bernie Kosar on the hit right there. JSA authenticated Bernie Kosar. Nice hit for the Brownies, the Clee Brownies. All right, AFC North, Michael C. Bernie Kosar, slinging it, the most sidearm thrower of all time. Bernie Kosar. Or Miami, the U, maybe. All right, AFC North. All right, Clay, your name is going to get added, and I think Clay's the only name I see. Do I miss? Am I missing anybody? I just see Clay. All right, guys. Only going to be adding Clay for these 2 breaks. We'll do the other ones based on filling them with the grab bag. I think there was 1 spot remaining, or did we sell that last grab? We might have sold it. I don't know. Yep, sold out the grab bag. The only thing left are the full-size helmet. Okay. All right. I'm going to put the boxes of mystery together. All right. Shoot it. And 1 whammy. All right, 2 hits and 1 whammy. All right. Again, 2 hits, 1 whammy. One person's picking. Again, 2 hits, 1 whammy. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Mr. Evans. All right, Mike. Go ahead, make a selection again. Mr. Evans, 2 hits, 1 whammy. Going with the gingerbread. All right, Mike, you passed up on the golden egg. Inside the golden egg was a pack of Sage football. The Sage football was a 50-50 chance at an auto. All right, Mike, you passed up on silver. Inside of silver was a Prism Draft Picks bonus pack. Prism Draft Picks bonus pack. All right, Mike. Not all whammies create equal, but this time your whammy is Wolverine. Michael Evans with a big whammy right there. Congratulations. This Marvel bad boy is coming your way. All right, Mike, congrats. It is away. Rudy, Rudy. You're welcome, Mr. Evans. And if you're not a Wolverine fan, you might be able to make a trade with somebody here. All right, give me 1 second just to clear the rest of the spots from tonight's sales or whatever you want to call it. All right, Nate got a grab bag. What up, Nate? And Mr. Carroll got 5 grab bags. He's also got the Blue Jays and the Commanders. All right, Mr. Carroll closed out a couple spots. So Michael Carroll, um, I'm not sure if you're in the Mr. Carroll, if you're in the break room, but a little bonus love, you're gonna get a prestige pack. Left or right, if you're not in there, that's okay. I'll have Thomas Sweeney pick it, but I'll give Michael Carroll, 10 seconds to put in there which one you would like if he's here. Left or right from Mr. Carroll. Right, you got it, Mike. All right, Mr. Carroll, let me put your name on a sticker. All right. All right, let me open this up. A little gravity prestige football. Oh, great rookie on the back. You're gonna like that. All right, little Gus Edwards. There's Demario Davis. There's Jarrett Stidham. Is that Von Bell? Yep, Von Bell. And then how about this rookie there? A little Marvin Harrison Jr. rookie. Marvin Harrison Jr. rookie right there. All right, good pack. Michael, those cards coming your way. All right, guys. Here is our Rudy jersey. We'll put that out there. The Rudy jersey. Rudiger jersey right there. You are welcome. All right. Well, let me show you guys the grab bag, the Sitch. All right. So we have Gore's Value Pack, 2 8x10 autos, and the Rudy jersey. And then everything else is going to be a fill-in for the rest of the spots that we had tonight. All right. So I'm going to copy these. And the top spot gets a value pack. The second one, it's the last one from that case. Second one's going to get the last. So this name is going to get the last 8x10 from the case we have. And then this name will get the first one from that. And then the Rudy jersey will go to the name that ends up here. All right, let's do this. Let's see who we've got going with all these. List randomizer 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. Here we go. Case, Chuck, Greg, and Daniel. Daniel going to get the Rudy jersey. All right, we're going to copy these. And like I said, we'll come back here. We'll paste. All right, so Case is going to get the value pack. Chuck Wagon, an 8x10. Greg, an 8x10. Daniel, the Rudy. And then these names are going to fill out the rest of our breaks. All right, guys. Congrats, everybody. First things first, the Rudy jersey is going to go out to Daniel. Daniel, just put this as a placeholder. All right, Daniel, you're not going empty-handed after all. Can't get all the love. Here you go. Here's a little Rudy JSA authenticated jersey. All right, the Rudy jersey will come and to you. Let me mark that down. All right. All right, then our 8x10, Chuck, you are getting the first 8x10. This is Chuck's 8x10 right here. This was the last one from this case. So Chuck Wagon, this is your 8x10. All right, Chuck. Let's see if we can get you something nice. This is for the Chuck Wagon. 5, box 5, last one from that case. Basketball. How about that? The Worm. Dennis Rodman. I love that photo. What a photo. What a photo coming in at you. He might kick you too. All right, Dennis Rodman coming to the chuck wagon. Right, and then mark that one down. All right. The other 8x10 is coming Greg's way. All right, Greg, here is your 8x10. You're getting the one that's on top. Greg, this the one that's going to be on top is going to be the 8x10 that Greg gets. All right, so Greg, this is going to be yours. All right. Let's go, Greg. Hockey. How about a little Yuso Ricola? Yuso Ricola for the Pittsburgh Penguins. All right, Greg, a little hockey love coming your way. Yuso Ricola. All right, Dennis Rodman, Yuso Ricola. Ricola. All right. And last but not least of the givens, Case. Case, we know that, and by the way, that is going to be Beckett and NHL authenticated, and this one here is Beckett authenticated. Case, that is going to be yours right here. And we'll put a sticker on this one for you. Case for the Goras Value Pack. Greg. All right, here we go. Case, here we go. This is your value pack. Case. How about a Joe Mixon rookie right there? Joe Mixon rookie, not bad right there. Joe Mixon rookie. The next rookie, this dude, this is a popular one right here. How about a rookie, Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid rookie right there. All right, so you got a Joe Mixon rookie, a Joel Embiid rookie. How about a autographed rookie of a good wide receiver? How about a Drake London auto signed and slabbed rookie right there? Prestige rookie Drake London Beckett 10 authenticated. Great pack, Case. Great pack. Two really good non-auto rookies and then a really good auto rookie. Great pack. All right, Case. That's a great pack. I have one more case of those, so the next 10 grab bags will still be able to do those, but then I'll be out. All right, give me a moment to fill in the rest of the spots from the grab bag. So just bear with me. Victoria, you have the Cardinals. Troy's going to have the Ravens. It's in our single jersey break here. Victoria, you're going to have the Bengals. Jesse's going to have the Browns and the Broncos. Daniel, Greg, and Nate, you guys are going to have the Texans, Colts, and Jaguars, respectfully. Greg's going to have the Saints. We're going to go with Mr. Evans with the Seahawks. In our bat break, we are going to be looking at Case. Already has a nice pull from that pack. Case has the Diamondbacks. All right, in our 3-box break, that is going to be, give me 1 second here. Mark these down. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We have the Cardinals, Michael C. Daniel, you're going to have the Falcons. Michael's going to have the Panthers. Michael E., the Bengals. Candace is going to have the Browns. Clay, you're going to have the Texans. Michael Evans, the Saints. Greg, the Jets. David, the Seahawks. Seahawks have been hot, David. And Michael Evans, the Commanders. And then Michael C. got a lot of the grab bag divisional spots here. All right. You've got Michael C. the AL Central. Then you have the AFC North and the NFC South. And then Chuck Wagon has the AL West. All right, guys. That loads that up with everybody. Right, Daniel, that wasn't Daniel. So Greg wasn't the one that got the pack. That was Case that got the pack, unfortunately. All right, guys. First things first. Let's do a bat. All right, 1 bat and not 1 but 2 baseballs. Everybody out there, 5 players, 1 line. Everybody guesses correctly. Everybody, you'll get a $15 gift card. Go ahead. Everybody has the gambit. 5 players, 1 line. If you guess correctly, $15 gift card coming your way. 5 players, 1 line. All right, 1 and 2 are the placeholders on the table for the bat. All right, we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Problem is, Greg, he likes the Flyers, so the Penguin, unfortunately, won't do a lot for him. All right, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Boxes 1 and 8. 1 and 8, guys. All right, so let me grab. I don't know why I was getting up. It's below the table. All right, number 8 is down here. Box 8 and box 1 are going to be the 2 baseballs we use. Box 2, not tonight. All right, box 1 is our placeholder for the bat. We also have 2, 3, 5, and 4 and 5. So every number but 6. Every number but 6 is available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 4. All right, bat 4, guys. All right, so coming on numero 4. All right, so number 4. That one. Number 1, not tonight. Oh, I'm showing the wrong end, not number 1. Not tonight. All right, let me hit refresh on this so you can see the Diamondback split. I think that was Case, if I remember. All right, Case has the Diamondbacks, Jose with the Braves, Jake with the O's, Brendan the Bo Sox, Troy the Cubs, Jose the White Sox, Greg has the Reds, David the Guardians, Chuck Wagon with the Rocks, Case has the Tigers and the Astros, Michael Evans with the Royals, Right, he has the Angels. Case with the Dodgers. David with the Marlins. Here comes Kyle. Kyle, you've got the Brewers and the Twins. Chuckwagon with the Mets. Case has the Yanks. Jose with the A's. Chuckwagon with the Phillies. Clay with the Pirates. Jake with the Fire. Zach has his Giants. We've got Danny with the M's. George with the Cards. Chuckwagon with the Rays. Jose with the Rangers. Mike has the Jays. And Jake with the Nats. Send the photo to Shauna. All right, I'll send the photo to Shauna. That was mighty, mighty kind of you. Give me 1 second. All right. Good luck, everybody. Calling it here. No more guesses. Little baseball note. All right, here we go. Take that off if we need to get back to that. Here we go. Box one. Box one sealed up. Good luck, everybody. All right, secondary seal. Let's show that off. You can see with the shiny goodness of the light up above, right there, into that spot there. All right, there's our ball. Here's our name. Oh, I'm going to be giving a lot of gift cards out tonight. Holy cow, am I going to be giving out gift cards? Oh, jeez. Rawlings. TriStar Authenticator, Major League Baseball, the most often guest player in this. Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas right there. Chicago White Sox. Jose. Nice hit, Jose. Everybody that guessed Frank Thomas. $15 Dad Break gift card coming your way. And I just declared bankruptcy. Yeesh. All right, box eight, sealed up all the way around. All right, the late night commercial coming up big for you guys. All right, one cut. There's two. Don't forget, we have some full-size helmet spots on the site available, so still have a couple spots. All right, well, we've had the Southsiders. Now let's take a gander at the North Side. There's a Nico Horner. Nico Horner for the Cubbies. Troy, there you go, Troy. A little Nico Horner love. Really good all-around second baseman, third baseman for the Cubbies. All right, Nico Horner. All right, let me mark these down. All right, it's bat time. And Dave goes crying. All right, here we go. This is bat number 4. Bat number 4. All right, hopefully we pull another Frank Thomas. So I don't have to pay out twice. All right, bat 4. There's one cut. There's 2. 3. Box. The thing is just a little dented up. When you get it, you'll note. All right, well, this is going to be based on The fact that he is on release waivers and not technically a free agent yet. So guess what? We have a Pittsburgh Pirate, Marcell Ozuna. Marcell Ozuna. We're going with release waivers. Yes, unfortunately, rough year for Marcell Ozuna, but this is going to be a Pirates hit. He is still technically Pirate property until he clears waivers. Marcell Ozuna, that is going to be the Pirates. That is Clay. Marcell Ozuna on a Pirates hit right there. Might be the last day we can pull a Marcell Ozuna Pirate hit. He's had some tremendous years, this not being one of them. But Clay, that's a big hit for you. He's a good ball player, just not this year. All right, Clay. Marcell Ozuna coming your way. Jose, Frank Thomas, Troy, Nico. Clay said, I love Nico. Nico is a fun ball player, good ball player. If you love Nico, hit the like button. I don't know, I just want people to hit the like button. All right, Frank Thomas. All right, let's go. Let me write down everybody's name. Let's get on Frank Thomas. All right, Jake. Shirley. Greg. Clay. George. Shauna. Shauna. I'm just going to send Jake a $30 gift card if that works. Does that work for you? Or do you want it sent to you? I don't know if I have your email address on here or not. You want it sent to you, Shauna? It's up to you. I think I probably have. Troy's getting a gift card. I am giving 100 and oh jeez, there goes David. I'm giving over $100 in gift cards. All right, well, don't forget the guy that keeps on giving. Jeff, 9 people, 9 of you guessed him. 9 of you. All these names. I'll send that to you guys after the break. I'm not going to do it right now. All right, guys. Shauna, I'll send you and Jake it as one. If that works, then. All right, Jeff. Do you want me to send it to your wife, or do you want me to send it to you, or is it something else? I'll read the message. All right, so that is 9 times 15. That's a lot of money. Well, $135 in gift cards. All right, I just gave away $135. Don't forget that. Maybe if you just got a gift card, you want to buy that last spot or two that's in that full size helmet. I'm just saying you don't have the gift card yet, but you know it's coming. I have the Cleveland Browns and the Jets. The Browns and the Jets. You know you want to buy those spots. I'm just saying. Browns and Jets. Who wouldn't want those? All right, guys. Football time. Box one. Looking fun. We know we're breaking this box. It's the last one from the case. Everybody out there, read message, and I will read that message. All right, box one is going to be the one we use. Everybody out there, just one NFL team. Everybody that guesses correctly gets a box of mystery. Everybody that guesses the team gets a box of mystery. All right, Victoria, you have the Cardinals. Victoria! Troy has the Falcons and the Ravens. We've got Beverly with the Buffalo Bills. David with the Panthers. Tony's got the Bears. Victoria with the Bungles. Jesse has the Browns. Beverly with the Boys. Jesse with the Broncos. David's got his Lions. Case has the Packers. Daniel with the Texans. Grace got the Colts. Nate has the Jags. Michael's got his Chiefs. William with the Raiders. David's got the Chargers and the Rams. George with the Dolphins. Christian with the Vikes. George has the Pats. Rig has the Saints. David with the Giants. Clay's got the Jets. Daniel with the Eagles. George has the Steelers and the Niners. Michael's got the Seahawks. Jose with the Bucks. David with the Titans. And Beverly is sitting on the commode. All right, guys. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. No more guesses. Box one. Last one from the case. Last one from the case. All right. Let's use a little pizza. All right. Game on. Box one. Game on. Box one. Is secondary seal going to be down there? It's sealed up all the way around. Let's go. Let's see what we got. All right. Secondary seal. This guy right there. Oh, how about this? From the New England Patriots, running back, TreVeyon Henderson. TreVeyon Henderson on the hit. All right, Beckett authenticated. Real nice hit for the New England Patriots. That's going out to George. George, nice hit. Second jersey of the night for George. Beckett authenticated. TreVeyon Henderson. All right, George. All right, Patriots for the guesses. All right, nobody of the Patriots guess. Nobody. You know what? We already had some fire come out of a prison pack. Let's see if we can get some more fire. As long as you put a guess in, prism's coming your way. All right. Seven times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right. There had to be a game guess. Two Blue Saints. I don't know who Two Blue is. Or Tub Blue. Tub Blue. I need to know who you are. You just got yourself a pack of Prism. Tub Blue. I need the first name and the first 2 letters of your last name. And if you're in the break, awesome. If you're not, that's okay. You don't have to be. I'll need to get your address somehow, though. All right. Tub Blue. Tub Blue? We're not Tub Blue. But I need to know who's getting this pack. Tub Love. Tub Love? Hello, Tub Love. Hopefully Tub Love is still there. I don't know. Maybe we lost Tub Love. Ryan W. All right. Is that Ryan? If I just say Tub of Love, if I say Wheel, is that you? Ryan, just make sure that I have your address. Just message me to make sure I have your address. I think I know who you are, but I just want to make sure I have your address. Um, just to make sure. Uh, Message me here to make sure I have your full address. All right, Ryan. Just make sure. but I think I know who we are. All right, Ryan. Here is your Prism Pack 2025. All right, a little Joey B, Joe Burrow, Adam Thielen, Rashad Bateman, and a Kevin Winston Jr. pack. All right, and a little kid reporter. Put a little Joey B and a Kevin Winston Jr. Well, nothing huge, but Ryan, this card's coming your way. All right, thank you, Ryan. Ryan Whitmer. Sorry, I should have said it out loud. I shouldn't have said it out loud. Sorry, Ryan. I got your address, Ryan. I have your address. You don't need to message me. You bought into the break, so you're good, Ryan. I have another Ryan W. That's why I had to ask and said the name earlier like I did. I apologize, Ryan, for saying your name out loud. Um, we know somebody with that same last name, a family member. All right, we just have the Cleveland Browns as the last spot remaining tonight, guys. Cleveland Browns in the full size. All right, guys. Brownies in that full size helmet. We have 3 breaks remaining. Oh, no, let's do our divisional breaks. I almost forgot. Divisional breaks. Let's do these, guys. All right, we have a baseball and we have a full size football. Give me 1 second. You guys give me your guesses on the football, and then we'll do the baseball. Football and then baseball. We'll do it just like we did earlier. One person getting a box of mystery. I'm going to go downstairs. I want to grab something real quick. Go ahead. Give me your guesses for a division on the full-size football. Full-size football divisional guess. Go ahead. All right. Got everything lined up on my end. All right, last call on the guesses there. We have Chuck with the AFC East, Michael C with the AFC North, David the AFC South, Greg the AFC West, Daniel the NFC East, Jeff NFC North, Michael the NFC South, and Zach the NFC West. All right, guys, good luck. No more guesses. Game on. Box 3, all the way around. Let's cut into this, see what we got. Pop it up. Washington Redskins. Oh, we have an MVP. MVP of Super Bowl 1983 Super Bowl. Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann. Don't call him Theismann. Joe Theismann. All right, that's an NFC East guess. NFC East. That's going to be Daniel. Daniel, congratulations. Daniel, little Joe Theismann. All right, NFC East for the guesses. Charlene with a good guess. Congrats, Charlene. George with a good guess. All right, Charlene and George, the only correct guesses I see on that one. Feel free to go ahead and give me your baseball divisional guess. Then JSA on your authentication sticker inside. All right, box 4 is on the table. And I also have another one here. It is 5. 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are the possibilities here. Oops. 4 and 5, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5 for the baseball jersey. All right, box 5. 4's coming out. All right, Chuck Wagon, AL East. Michael, the AL Central. Chuck Wagon, the AL West. Chuck Wagon, the AL NL East. Clay's got the NL Central, and Zach's got his NL West. Hopes on a Giant. All right, friends. Good luck to everybody. No more guesses. Let's go. Box 5. So this seal doing its thing, loving its life. Let's go. There's one cut. It is going to be a white home jersey. White home jersey. Oh, this was why my favorite number is the number 18. This was my favorite player as a kid. Outfielder, center fielder from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Andy Van Slyke. Andy Van Slyke right there. That was literally my favorite player as a kid growing up as a Pirates fan. Andy Van Slyke. Huh, love it, love it. Fun fact, even though he was a Gold Glove center fielder, he actually came up as a third baseman with the Cardinals before he was traded to the Pirates. All right, so third baseman, NL Central, Clay, Andy Van Slyke. All right, congrats again, Clay. It didn't hurt that Jason Kendall would then go on to wear the number 18 for the Pirates and help me to like that number for a lot longer with the Pirates as well. Jake, thank you for buying that last spot. Jake has the brownies. Jake, you're gonna get a little something here. Why not? I'll give that to you in a minute. But we gotta see who had the NL Central as a guest. Hey, but you got Tony Pena. I mean, Tony Pena was a good player, but it was a great trade for the Pirates. Mike Dunn was good for a year. All right. NL Central, Clay with the hit and the guess. Nate with the correct guess. Clay, the sleigh. Clay. We got Mike Evans and Jake with correct guesses. We've got Troy with the correct guess. A lot of good guesses on this one, guys. All right, so I added Clay, Nate, Jake, Mike, and Troy. If I missed somebody, let me know. All right, again, Andy Vance. All right, let me put the boxes of mystery together here, guys. Boxes of mystery. Some of these are better than others. Some are dumb, some are dumber. You just never know. All right. Who was the shortstop of what? For the Pirates? Rafael Belliard. I don't know what era. Like for the Pirates of what team? Jay Bell. All right, top name. Pick in the box of mystery. 2, 3, 4, or the Wizard of Oz for the Cardinals. Gary Templeton. There's 6 and 7 times. Nate, pick in the box of mystery. All right, Nate, you get silver, police, or gingerbread. Nate. J Bell. J Bell. Gingerbread for Nate. All right, Nate. You're going to be a happy camper, I think, because, Nate, you just passed up on an optic pack. An optic pack right there, Nate. Nate, you passed up on the police. USA Stars and Stripes. How about this, Nate? Nate the Great got a whammy, but tonight, none of the whammies create equal, because tonight we are looking at another FUNKO. How about a Dumb and Dumber? See, I said Dumb and Dumber. Not all things Dumb and Dumber. We are Harry getting a haircut, and it is in a collector's case, too. All right, so we have Harry Dunn getting a haircut from Dumb and Dumber. All right, so you'll get that in a collector's case, too. All right, Nate, congratulations. Christian. Christian following me. You're following what I'm doing. I spit out cues all night long. All right. It is time. Hey, you are welcome for a little bit of football. All right. One full-size football, one jersey, and one mini helmet. Let me grab these real quick. All right. Very simple. Everybody give me one NFL team. If it comes out any of the 3 boxes, you can have a box of mystery. All right. One NFL team. All right. 7's here, 8's there for the mini helmet. One NFL team out of any of the boxes we do. 3 boxes here. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Box 8 for the mini. All right. So box 8. That's this guy right there. Box 8. Box 7. Adios. All right. Jersey. I have jersey 14710. 14710. 14710. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Box 10. Box 10. All right, box 10 right there. Take 1. Adios. All right, 1 is the place order for the football. We also have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. So every number, or 7, 8. Every number but 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. For the full size football, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times box 2. Box number 2. All right, box 2 right here. Box 2. Not number 1. All right. Very good luck football out there. Last call on the guesses. Jake with the Cardinals, George with the Falcons, Mike with the Ravens, Case with the Bills, Troy with the Panthers, Juan with the Bears, Janice with the Bungles. We have Case with the Browns, Shirley with the Boys, Greg has a Broncos, sorry. Dave with his Lions, Candace with the Packers, Daniel with the Texans, George with the Colts, Justin has the Jags, Brandon with the Chiefs, William with the Raiders, David's got the Chargers and the Rams, Chuckwagon with the Dolphins, Roman with the Vikes, George has the Pats, Beverly with the Saints, Michael's got the Giants, George with the Jets, Daniel with the Eagles, Shirley with the Steelers, Zach's got the Niners, Greg's got the Seahawks, Jose with the Bucks, David's got the Titans, and Greg sitting on the commode. I had Vikings in this break. All right, let me see. Very well could have. A lot of copy and pasting. That's why we go over everything. You have. Oh, I'm showing the wrong. I'm showing the wrong list. That's why you are right. Showing the wrong list. Showing the wrong list. Woo! All right. Yep, just read it up top. The football plus me helmet. I had 16 by 20 on that previous one. All right, here we go. Here's the correct list. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Michael's got the Cardinals. Daniel with the Falcons. Michael's got the Ravens. Case with the Bills. Michael's got the Panthers. Warren's got the Bears. Michael's got the Bengals. Candace with the Browns. Michael's got the Boys. Greg's got the Broncos. Wayne with the Lions. Candace with the Packers. Clay's got the Texans. George with the Colts. Troy's got the Jags. Brandon's got the Chiefs. Christian with the Raiders. David's got the Chargers and the Rams. Candace with the Dolphins. Jeff, there you are with the Vikes. George has the Pats. Michael's got the Saints. Jake has the Giants. Greg has the Jets. Daniel with the Eagles. Michael with the Steelers. Zach has the Niners. David with the Seahawks. Jose with the Bucks. David's got the Titans. And Michael, now you're sitting on the commode. All right, no more guesses. Let's get into this. Sorry about that. If we're not all confused, then only I am. Box 10 for the football jersey. Quack, quack. Box 10. So it's going to be this seal right there. Going to cut into it, see what we got. Well, how about this? We saw this name on a mini helmet. How about a Jaguars kind of night? Maurice Jones Drew, MJD. Maurice Jones Drew on the hit. Troy, Mr. Bruns on a nice little hit right there. MJD on the football jersey. All right. Congratulations, Troy. Nice. Jones Drew jersey. MJD kind of night. All right, guys. Box 8. Let's use the pizza on this one. Box 8. See that seal? Bottom, all the way around. Holy cow. Monster hit, guys. Absolute monster of a hit. Oh my gosh. There's not one. There's not two. But 3 autographs on this Hall of Fame helmet. It is the Bears triplet. We have Brian Urlacher, Mike Singletary, and Dan Hampton on the auto. There we go. So Dan Hampton, Brian Urlacher, and Mike Singletary on the Salute to Service Hall of Fame helmet. A monster. Monster hit for Juan. Absolute monster of a hit. Juan, congratulations. That is Beckett on the authentication too, by the way. What a hit. What an absolute monster. Right. It is time for the football. Box two. Box two. Let's get that pizza. Pull out some heat. Let's get some pizza heat. Box two. Secondary seal is going to be this guy right here. It's cut time. Good luck, everyone. Oh my goodness. How about a New England Patriot? Wes Welker. Wes Welker on the hit here. New England Patriot. All those Super Bowls listed right there. Wes Welker. Wide receiver Wes Welker on a Patriots hit. All right, New England Patriots. George. George, there you go. Wes Welker. Wes Welker. I saw Patriots. I got a little excited at first, but Wes Welker. And of course, being a Patriots hit, it is apropos that it is deflated. Great, good call on the correlation there. Hey, we're all saving the David. Game used. Flakegate indeed. All right. So we got Patriots, Jaguars, and Bears. All right, Patriots, Jaguars, and Bears. Matt, did you see the hit you had earlier tonight? Or that's Matt. I was thinking order. Never mind, I'm done. Bears, Troy. Is Troy the only correct guess? Patriots, Bears, and Jaguars. I think Troy is the only correct guess. All right, let's say George. All right, Sam, I am not Sam. All right, George. Let's see what you're going to get. 2 hits, 1 whammy, or who was George the only one? Who was the only one? I saw someone with the correct guess. I can't even remember who had it. Who had the Patriots? Someone had the Patriots. Or the Bears. Troy had the Bears. Someone had. I knew Troy. You had the Bears. All right. Troy. All right, Troy. There's the Babes. Golden Egg. And we have gingerbread. All right, Troy. Which one of these would you like? Babes, you got it. Babes, it is. All right, passed up on gingerbread. Inside gingerbread was the whammy. All right, Cat in the Hat figurine, a mystery figurine, Cat in the Hat. You missed out on that. That's a fact. All right, passed up on the golden egg. So the golden egg was a pack of Donruss Optic 2016 football. All right, what do we have coming your way? How about not one, but two packs of cards? All right, Troy, let me put your name on 2 packs of cards. All right, pack 1 and pack 2. All right, both 2024 packs. One has a 50-50 chance of an auto. All right, we'll start out with Prestige. Little Gravity Love. All right, you have that is a Dennis Garrett. Ken Anderson. There's a little Raheem Mostert. A little love for Harold Landry. Your rookie is a Joe Alt. Joe Alt rookie right there. Feels like he's been in the league forever. Joe Alt rookie right there. All right, 50-50 chance at an auto from this mega pack. All right, already got some nice stuff, Troy, but let's see if we can pull you a heater here. Parker McKinney, Jalen Simpson, Jaden Davis. How about a Troy Franklin rookie? Myron Williams, Blake Corum rookie, Terrion Arnold, Joe Milton, Devin Carter. No auto in here, doesn't look like. You have a. Is that Caleb Williams? Look at that. Like Caleb Williams rookie. You'll like that. Caleb Williams rookie coming your way. You'll definitely like that one. So that's good. Jay Sean Jones and Kylan Robinson. But you'll love getting that Caleb Williams rookie. All right, Troy. That's coming to the right person. All right, guys. 2 breaks remaining. 2 breaks remaining. It is time for our juiced break. You're welcome. Hit refresh on this guy. All right, we got to figure out what bat. It is a new case, so we're going to figure out what bat's coming from this case. There should be, I believe, 4 bats in here. I'm just going to go right in for it. You guys, I'm daring. I'm a daring filler. 5 players, 1 line. If you guess the player correctly, $15 gift card. I'm dumb. I am dumb. I'm already giving $105 or $135 worth of gift cards away. What's another $100? Everybody, give me Frank Thomas. Go ahead, give me Frank Thomas. Let's pull a Frank Thomas for you. All right, give me 5 players, 1 line. If you guess correctly, you get a box of mystery. Or not a box. You get a $15 gift card. We're doing that. Everybody that guesses correctly gets a $15 gift card. So we're just going to add on to your list. So everybody's going to give me Frank Thomas. And I am begging for it not to be Frank Thomas. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's see. And actually, I like to use this side, so because the number stands out more. This will be box 1. It's actually going to be on the bottom now, though. That'll be box 1. This will be box 2. This will be box 3. Just that number stands out better, especially when I'm across the room trying to do these in the future breaks. And this here will be box 4. All right, friends. Figure out our bat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 1. So it's the one that's on the bottom. Bat number 1. So we're going to take 2, 3, and 4 off. Second, piece to the side. All right. And then we have 1 and 2 as placeholders. I know I normally say juiced or not juiced for this break, but I guess I didn't do that for this. Oh well. 1 and 2 are the placeholders. We also have 4, 5, 7, and 8. That would have been way smarter. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. All right, well, one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 7 and 8. All right, guys, 7 and 8. Let's get those guys. 7 and 8 coming on. 7's on the left, 8's on the right. 1 and 2, adios. All right, guys. Chuck has the Diamondbacks. Jose with the Braves. Chuck has the O's. Brandon with the Bo Sox. Clay with the Cubs. Chuck has the White Sox. Michael's got the Reds. Case with the Guards. Jake has the Rockies. David with the Tigers. Case has the Astros. Michael's got his Royals. George with the Angels. And Greg has the Dodgers. Jake with the Marlins. Chad Attack has the Brewers. David's got the Twins. Greg with the Mets. Case has the Yanks. Chuck Wagon with the A's. Daniel's got the Phillies. Michael's got the Pirates and the Padres. Zach's got the Giants. Michael's got the Mariners. Michael E's got the Cards. Troy with the Rays. Jose's got the Rangers. And Michael's got the Jays. Jake with the Nats. All right, friends. No more guesses. Let's see if we can pull some heat. Some insane heat. All right. 7, 8. Quack, quack. Box 7. Let's go. Let's see if we can pull some juice. All right, let's cut into this. See what we got. As I tear into my glove. Oh my, this is juicy. What a pull this is going to be. Wow, I love this one. Insane. This is going to get razzed off. We have a juicy hit here. All right, Rawlings, Major League Baseball. How about future, or not future, Hall of Famer, Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett on the hit right there. KG. Look at that. Kevin Garnett. We're going to razz that off. Someone's going to be very happy to have a KG. Kevin Garnett. All right, Kevin Garnett with a big pull right there. All right, box 8. Here we go, box 8. All right, secondary seal right there. Oh, big hit. This is why this product's called Juiced. This is why the product is called Juiced. Oh my, it's got his full name too. All right, it is JSA, Major League Baseball and Player Association, Ronald Jose Acuna Blanco. Ronald Acuna Jr. with the full name auto on that. Ronald Acuna Blanco on the auto. Ronald Acuna Jr. Atlanta Braves with a big hit there, Jose. Nice hit, Jose. By the way, I'll have everything ready for Tuesday's break within about 2 or 3 minutes of the break ending tonight. All right, Acuna. All right, it is bat 1. Bat 1. Do we have anybody getting some more gift cards? That's the big question. Bat 1. Let's go. Oh, look at that. You're killing me, Smalls. We have a Sandlot bat. So we're going to have 2 items get razzed off. 2 items getting razzed off here. All right. 2 items getting razzed off. Do we have any Sandlot guesses? Oh, Candace and Sean. Oh wait, that's not this break though. That was the previous break. Jeff getting another gift card. Let me mark these down. Jeff with the Sandlot guess. Oh geez, a lot of people got Sandlot. Candace, okay, Candace and Shauna. Oh, put me in odd business. Candace, Shauna. Anybody else with Sandlot? All right, there's those two. Anybody with a Garnett guess? No, and Acuna. Mike Evans is the only Acuna guess. All right, Mike Evans. You guys all get $50 gift cards. All right, guys. KG and then Sandlot bat. All right, the cast of Sandlot. Someone's going to get that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all 30 teams into random.org. The top name on the 7th time is going to get the KG autographed baseball. The second name, because it was pulled second, the second team name is going to get the baseball bat. All right, so it's going to be 2 different teams, and all 30 teams are going to have an equal chance here. First name is going to get the baseball. Now the KG baseball second name is going to get the Sandlot bat. All right, 7 times, guys. 7 times. 1, 2, 3. Here's 4, 5, 6. One more. Top name gets the KG baseball. Second name gets the Sandlot bat. We have the Pirates getting the KG baseball. The Padres getting the Sandlot bat. All right. Pirates, Michael. Padres, Michael. Michael, you are getting both items. Congratulations, Michael C. Kevin Garnett autographed baseball, and you're going to get the autographed baseball bat from the cast of the movie Sandlot. Congratulations, Michael. All right, Pirates and Padres coming up big there. Kevin Garnett and Sandlot cast. Probably not many, Nate. I'll be honest with you. I don't know, obviously, the answer, but I would assume he doesn't sign many. All right, guys. Last. Oh, Michael, that's awesome. I love hearing that. All right, last break of the evening, friends. Again, I will be out of town almost all day tomorrow. I leave at 9 o'clock. And I go across the state to where the Little League World Series will be held in a few weeks. I'm going there for an event for work. I'll be working that event till the event ends at 9. I'll be shutting down 9:30ish. I'll be back to my hotel. I'm going to try to work on some orders tomorrow night, but maybe have a drink while I do that. We'll see. I want you guys to have fun. Enjoy this. Do this. If you have questions, I probably won't get back to you till Saturday, but just know that I care and I'll get back to you. We're going to break this helmet. Box 47. We don't know what jersey we're going to use. I want everybody out there, give me one NFL division. Everybody gets this correctly, gets a chance at a box of mystery here. One NFL division. I'll put some good stuff in these boxes too, so don't worry. One division. If it comes out with the helmet or the jersey, you're going to get a chance at that box of mystery. All right, we just are figuring out the jersey. That's it. We have 4, 5, and 6. That's all we need to figure out is 4, 5, or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. All right, so it's the one that's out there. Ryan's got the Cardinals. Troy's got the Falcons. Michael's got the Ravens. Brandon with the Bills. David's got the Panthers. Jesse with the Bears. George has the Bengals. Jake has the Browns. Case with the boys. Greg's got the Broncos. David with the Lions. Greg's got the Packers. Justin with the Texans. George has the Colts. Case with the Jags. Brandon with the Chiefs. Case has the Raiders. David with the Chargers. Sarah's got the Rams. David with the Dolphins. Sarah's got the Vikes. Michael's got the Pats. David with the Saints. Brandon with the Giants. Clay's got the Jets. Daniel with the Eagles. Charlene with the Steelers. Zach's got the Niners. Candace with the Seahawks. Jose with the Bucks. David has the Titans. And Michael sitting on the commode. All right, guys. No more guesses. David, you are still up. I'm sorry. All right, guys, this is it. Here we go. Box 4. Box 4 right here. Quack, quack. Let's go. Life is like a box of mystery. You never know what you're going to get. All right. Well, I'm not that sorry, David, anymore because you just saw you get yourself a Lendell White autograph jersey. Former USC Trojan, played in that dynamic backfield with Reggie Bush. We have Lendell White, a Beckett authenticated USC jersey. All right, so Lendell White going out to you, David. All right, box 47. Let's go. 4 sevens right there. By the way, thank you guys, everybody, for all the positive feedbacks and nice things that have been said to me this last week. It was weird, that whole thing would happen with Jeff Hawks. So I appreciate everybody. It has meant more than I could put in any words back to you. So thank you. All right, guys, here we go. Secondary sealed all the way around. It's go time. Let's go. Ooh, we have a very good young wide receiver. Very good young wide receiver coming out of here. All right. We have from the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos. How about wide receiver? Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin. Greg, what a night for you when it comes to the full-size helmets. Greg, congratulations. Troy Franklin's coming your way. Greg, full-size helmet doubles. Not doubles, but double hit. Beckett authenticated on your Troy Franklin helmet. Good night for Greg. Congrats, Greg. Troy Franklin helmet. All right, so AFC South and AFC West for guesses. All right, AFC South. All right, Tub Love, I got you. AFC South and AFC West. Mike Evans, I've got you. And Gilbert. All right, those are the three names: Tub Love, Mike, and Gilbert. If I missed somebody with the correct guess, yes, that is a good call, Jake. That was karma for that. All right. putting together the whammies and the big hit, big enchilada. That's where the whammy and the enchilada. All right. 2 hits and 1 whammy. And I made sure we have some good stuff here at the end of the night. Babes, Butterfly, and the Toolman Taylor. Jake. All right, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Tub Love. All right, Tub Love. What was your name, Tub Love? That was I know you were in this break. That was your. This is Ryan. Yeah, Tub Love is Ryan. I got you, Ryan. Ryan, go ahead and make a pick selection. The Toolman Taylor. All right, you passed up. All right, Ryan, you passed up on a pack of Optic Football 2016. All right, so Optic Football 2016. Then you passed up on not 1, but 2 packs of cards. So you have the Prism Draft Picks 2025 pack, and then also the Absolute Calendar pack from 2024. All right, so that means you got your hands on Whammy. All right, in the toolbox is your very own Phase 10 to go. All right, so the game Phase 10 to go. So put it in your pocket, give it to wife or girlfriend or whoever is in your life. When you're on the go, play a little Phase 10 when you're out and about. Always a fun thing to do. My wife always has an Uno, little mini Uno to go. We always have ready to go if there's a long wait at the restaurant or something. So that'll be coming your way. Congratulations, everybody. Ryan, thank you again for coming back. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up. Let me know. You guys are awesome as well. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. But until Tuesday, I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to be in the middle of the state of Pennsylvania tomorrow, driving around, doing some work. But I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to try to get those gift cards to you guys here shortly. You guys, take care. I appreciate it. Thank you. You as well. Take care, Jake. You are awesome. Everything that Jake does is awesome.